Professional wrestling has a brand new home where you can watch top-tier action for free. Defy, Enjoy, PCW Ultra, and more. Remix launches June 19th at remix.tv. Then join us Thursday, June 22nd for the Remix World Premiere of Defy Your Nightmare when the prodigy Nick Wayne defends the Defy World Championship against Kenta. And it's all free. Your new destination for the very best professional wrestling. Remix.tv, where we watch wrestling.
It's the Defyant Ones. I think this interview needs no introduction. We got MDK all fucking day. Nick Gage, the king himself, Nick Gage, up in this bitch. Dude, GCW invading Washington Hall, November 17th.
Yep. Had to make a shot call tonight. Them guys want to run in on my match. You know, I don't even know who the fuck them guys are. I heard Christopher Daniels' name. If he wants to get involved, I have no problem smashing him too. But I'm going to bring some people with me this time.
All right.
It's going to have my back and my well-being.
Cool,
instead
man.
of trusting Defy guys.
All right,
but
man.
I will fight along any Defy guy right now, man. You know? So, great match tonight. Have fun. Love being in Seattle first time.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that, man. Like, last few years, you've been hitting all over the world. You know, you've been going to places you probably never even dreamt of going.
Yeah, I've been across the whole United States, man. I do my dream, my passion, which is professional wrestling. And I fucking love it, man. I get to go to a job every weekend, or you know, it's a 9 to 5 to me every day. You know, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta do everything, but to go every weekend and go to different states and different towns and to be traveling with a company that I started and I found, you know, with my boy Lauderdale, it's just a dream come true, man. You know. It's awesome, bro.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and Defy, you know, I heard nothing but good things about this company.
Yeah.
Every time out of people's mouth. And you know, Lil Wayne's family to us. So I was supposed to be booked up here before the pandemic. But, you know, of course, shit happens with the world. And now I'm here, man. The crowd was awesome. Tonight was great. And looking forward to November, man.
You see that guy with the big ass pizza cutter, man?
Yeah, so what I did for the VIPs coming in this show, I did a free meet and greet.
Yeah.
Where I took pictures with them. Want anything signed, I did it for free. Just come on in.
That's cool, man.
You just had to be a VIP. Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
I love the fans. You know, they're the reason why I get to do what I do, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love them people. So I'll do anything I can to help them out.
So, you know, I've done my research on you. I watched The Dark Side of the Ring. I've seen a bunch of interviews with you. You know, you're known as a deathmatch guy for a lot of people, but you're also a wrestling nerd. Like going back, like when did wrestling come into your life, dude?
Oh wow. Well, you know, my pops, my dad, before he passed away, you know, he got me and my brother. Every time we went, so my dad and mom were split. So of course we split weekends with my dad, and every time we went over there, he had 605 TBS on.
Yeah.
And then of course, you know, Saturdays had WWE on, and we just kind of like, you know, like any old normal kid, you know, gravitated for NWA.
Who were your guys?
Oh man, man, I liked everybody, man. I guess like the Horsemen and stuff, but you know, I like the Mike Rotundo, Kevin Sullivan, you know. And
Varsity Club?
Yeah, Varsity Club. I like the Road Warriors. You know, I like Magnum TA.
Yeah.
All them guys, man. I can name them all. You know, Sting. You know, Ricky Steamboat. You know, I didn't have one person till I got to ECW.
Yeah.
ECW changed my life, man.
So if you would have gotten into wrestling a little bit earlier, you would have been an ECW guy, right?
Absolutely. I would have joined the school. I would have did what I had to do to make a connection over there, you know?
You remember discovering ECW? Was it on like late night?
Yeah, it was on 12 o'clock on some random channel.
Yep.
You know, that's how cable was back then. I just turned on a random channel and there was guys doing shit I never seen before. And we went like 2 weeks later to the Eagles.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Was it in
I
New Jersey?
seen my first show was when Shane Douglas threw the NWA title down.
Oh,
dude,
so you were there at the beginning.
Yeah, man. I go way back. ECW arena days.
Wow,
it was
dude.
the arena 2300.
Favorite matches you saw in person?
Oh,
you remember?
God. Probably Terry Funk, Sabu, No Rope Barbed Wire.
Damn.
Oh, God, man. I seen them all. I got Van Damme and Jerry Lynn matches. You know, I seen the Guerrero Malenko Classic.
Yeah.
I seen the Mysterio Guerrero. Fucking, what was that? Death match? Mexican death match?
Yep.
All that matches. Benoit. I seen them all, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. So.
Have you gotten to wrestle in the ECW arena?
Yeah, plenty.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
It was good, man. You know, it was. So I wrestled there like my when we were trying to put CCW on the map.
That's right.
Yeah, we did break the barriers.
That's
Me and
right.
my brother faced each other, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Well, by the time like CCW moved in there, we did Cage It Up 3. I was fired up, but eventually it just grew on me.
Sure.
You know? It was cool.
So when did you think like, okay, I can actually try this? I can be. Did you try backyard wrestling or?
Yeah,
did
we did backyard wrestling. We had a company called HBW, Hardcore Backyard Wrestling. We sold our tapes in high school.
Yep.
People would come to our shows, pay tickets. We had a hot dog stand, sell merchandise.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we had a whole thing, and then eventually our tape got around to some guy named Ace, who was in my grade. His dad was part of NWA New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, he got the tape to John. John seen tape, told us to write us down.
Wow.
And I was playing baseball at the time, and I had a baseball game, and then I missed the practice, so I had to come the next day. Me and my brother got in a big fight over that, and then I went the next day, and I bumped and picked it right up, and
cool, man.
yeah.
So you started training at NWA New Jersey?
No, I trained at CZW Wrestling School.
Okay.
But the guy who worked for NWA New Jersey, knew
Okay.
John, because John used to work as the fucking whatever his name was back then. And got our tape, told us to come down, and rest was history.
Wow.
Yeah.
So were you ever, going into CZW is known one of the original ultra-violent companies,
Yeah, we started that shit.
Yeah.
I mean.
So, were you ever like, kind of like, I don't want to try this stuff, or were you just all in?
I was all in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my favorite wrestling, to be honest with you. I like fucking really good wrestling.
Yeah.
But I got a niche, and I'm good at deathmatch wrestling,
Sure.
so I just do it. But, yeah, we were the one to introduce it. We kept telling John we got to get crazy, but that's the way it was late 90s, 2000.
Oh, man. So when was your first, like, oh shit moment, like where you were just like, this is, I can make a living doing this? Just like, did you have a really badass moment you remember?
Probably like before I went away to prison, man. It was just a hobby for me, man. I just did it because I did it. But when I got out and I really focused on it and understood the game and everything like that, that's when I realized, I could do this for a living. I can make really good money. And then that's when I realized it, when I got out. And I was like, man, I'm wrestling every weekend. I'm wrestling 3 times a week. I'm like, oh, wow, this pays the bills. All right. So instead of like wrestling and have to hustle something on the side, I just do wrestling now. So it's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
it's great.
That's
man.
cool. So a lot of wrestlers, they have to have the side job or like the normal job.
Yeah,
But
I'm blessed right now, man.
That's
I
amazing.
tell everybody, how you feeling? I'm saying I'm blessed, man. I get to travel to fucking United States, travel the world. GCW travels to the world.
Yeah.
And to see my company fucking do great like it is right now, man, it's just awesome, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
So
great feeling.
when you were away in prison, I remember seeing, people making T-shirts like Free Nick Gage, and people.
Man. Keep my name alive.
Yeah, how aware of that? Did you know that people were out there, keeping your name alive?
Brett Lauderdale will come up and visit me all the time. Give me, this is what's going on. But I had 5 years to do, or 7. I did 7 total, but I had so much time to do that you don't even listen to that. You just focus on you.
Yeah.
And get myself better and get myself, in shape and realize why I came in here and all that stuff, get your mind, soul, body right. That's what I focused on. Yeah. Then when I got to my tail end, I started letting them know, man, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So as soon as I came out of prison, I went right into wrestling, nonstop.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, we got to travel. And that's when I started hitting all the independent circuits, get my name back out there.
Hell yeah. So is that where you started really lifting?
Yeah, gyms when I understood how to lift and took it serious.
Nice.
My boy 2-6 taught me how to lift, man. He had a football background. He was a trainer, and he taught me how to like lift weights the proper way, how to build muscle, how to eat right. And I needed that, And once I started lifting and working out, it changed my life around, man. Yeah, better in the ring, better outside the ring, feeling good. Just a whole. I don't know where I'd be without weights right now, man. If I'm feeling depressed, or feeling down, everyone's going through a depression once in their life, man. Me, how I deal with it is I don't really speak to anyone. I just go in the gym, I work it out, and I lift.
Yeah.
Some people like to talk to people, some people like that. That's the way I do it. And if I had weight training, man, I'd just sit there and let it eat me up. But you get to go to the gym and let that all out. That's how, thank God for the weights, man.
And we had Jordan Oliver, your dude,
here.
Yeah,
my guy, man. That's my workout boy.
On a podcast a couple months back, and he said that you guys take the train and you guys train every day.
Every day, man.
And he's bulked up.
Yeah. That was one thing we wanted to get Jordo. He's great in the ring right now. He's like a wrestling machine, man.
Yes.
So to see him put on all that muscle mass is great, you know. That's one of the key things we were trying to do when we were lifting, is to get him bulked up a little, and it's working, man. And for me, I feed off his young, you know, enthusiasm. You know, he's 23, 24, and for me to feed off that gets me fired up. And plus, if you try to wrestle these days without being in shape, these young boys will eat you up. You know what I mean? I'll go in the ring 5 minutes in, I'll be like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know, I can't have that, man.
Yeah.
You know? So stay in shape, stay ready, and then when you get in the ring, you're already good to go.
Absolutely.
You know, that's my mindset, you know?
Absolutely.
Stay ready.
So, as far as, you know, outside of wrestling, what kind of stuff are you into? Are you into sports, music?
Yeah, sports all the time, man. I watch a lot of basketball, a lot of football, baseball. I go to a lot of sporting events, man. Okay. Hang out with the wifey, hang out with my new dog, you know.
Awesome.
I'm a pretty easy man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always on the road, so it feels good to stay home and chill, and then I just go to the gym and work out and come home and do it all over again, and then go on the road from Friday to Sunday.
It's been a pretty blessed couple of years for you, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, man. Since I got out of prison, man, it's been awesome, bro. Awesome. And GCW, for a company like that to travel everywhere, it's never been done before.
Yeah.
So we take pride on that, and we also take pride in being a stand-up company. Good people, you know? Not some assholes around there, you know? We get assholes around there, get them out of there, man.
Yeah.
No need for
the
them.
enforcer.
Yeah, it's my locker room, man. I run it, so, you know, and we have nothing but good people in there, man. And that's why we're linking up with Defy, man.
November 17th, man, taking over.
Yeah.
And then we got a November 17th, we got GCW, November 18th, Defy. It's going to be an awesome weekend.
Weekend.
Hell yeah.
Of craziness.
So take me back to Jericho.
Yeah.
When MJF brought you in as a trial of Jericho.
Yeah.
Bring me back to that moment, man. What was that like for you?
So Max hit us up and see if I wanted to come in. I said, yeah, no problem, but if I'm coming in, it's going to be a death match, and we're going to use real light tubes, real glass, when I could use the fake glass they use and stuff. And they were down for it. Jericho was down for it, man. So I went in there and gave him my shit, you know?
Yeah. You did a death match on TV.
Drew 1 million people, about 9,000 in the crowd.
Yep.
You know, it was just awesome, bro, you know?
Yeah.
Just to feel that excitement out there. And live TV, it was my first time doing live TV, so it's fast, but it was fun, bro. And I got to wrestle Chris Jericho in my style of match.
So awesome.
Yeah, great. And no one ever thought that deathmatch would be on national TV.
Yeah, take that, Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
So, have you ever been in a match where you're looking back, you're like, we went too far? Or maybe we're just like, yeah, that definitely hurt too. That was unnecessarily violent for me.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Fair enough.
I think I'm a pretty good judgment where I think like, whoa, that's just too much.
Fair enough.
I try to stay away from that corny deathmatch shit, but I don't think so, man. I've been through a lot of glass. I had a cinder block match, you know, like, I might have been taking it too far.
Yeah.
But landing on concrete every time you bump.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was my idea too.
How do you train for that? You don't.
You don't. You just get in the zone. And I wrestled 2 matches before that match too. It was a tournament survival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. One of my favorite matches.
All right, man. So if you had, you know, any budget and no lack of budget, just like completely blank check, and you could choose any musician throughout the history to write a custom theme song and perform it for you, who would it be?
Oh God, it'd be Metallica, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're my favorite group. That's why I come out to them. Be honest with you, my late brother Chris, he picked that song for me. So. Nice. I come out for his honor, and I love Metallica.
Awesome.
That's why I come out. Yeah, Metallica probably. Yeah, yeah, I'll go Metallica.
I don't know.
I was thinking maybe little Guns N' Roses, but Metallica's harder.
If you wanted to, you know, kind of commemorate your brother and show the fans, something to kind of jump into a match of his, what would you suggest we look up?
Anything in the 2000s, 99 to 2002. A lot of it's Japanese. I don't know if it's on tape, but when he went to Japan for Big Japan, he had a lot of good matches over there. You know, so I was young, so I got to like watch a lot of them. I was like the corner guy. Yeah. But he had a lot of good matches over there. This one with Jerry Lynn's probably pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. There's probably a lot of matches I forget, man.
Yeah.
I've been doing it so long.
For so long.
You know, I just try to keep his name alive when I get introduced.
Absolutely.
You know, I give my tag team partner, passed away, Nate Hatred, rest in peace, and my brother, Justice Payne, rest in peace. I say their names, man, to salute them, you know. That's the way I can keep them alive and do what I do best, you know.
Absolutely, man.
It's tough.
So, you know, coming out to Defy, they loved you, man.
Yeah, it was great.
What's that like coming out to a completely different state that you've never been in, and it's like the pit, man. Everyone's just they love you. What was that like tonight for you?
Electrifying, man. You know, this is why I do wrestling. If you can't get fired up going through a crowd like that, you pick the wrong profession, man. I love that shit. That's what gets me going. That's what keeps me going. Man, I'm 43 years old, man, and I still love doing this.
Yeah.
You know, some people may look at it like, you're 43 and you're still going into like a 500. I don't care, man. I like it. That's all that matters. I can get fired up for a crowd like that. I don't need 20,000. So, as long as the crowd's good, I'll be around, man. That's why I say I love you to them people every time I leave, man. It's the truth.
So, I mean, you everything was on full display for Vice when they did Dark Side of the Ring. What was that like watching that with the?
Yeah.
Were you happy with how it turned out?
Yeah, I was. I was a little skeptic. You know, I was like, you know, I said no at first. Yeah. Because I didn't know how they were going to portray me, if that's the word I'm looking for. And so they promised me it was going to be great. Yeah. So I said, okay.
It was.
And then, they did a great job, bro. Yeah. I shout out to Evan and all them guys, man. And I was happy with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, you know, besides AEW doing the match with Jericho, and then that, you know, put you on the map for a lot of people that might not watch indie wrestling. You know?
Yeah, there was a lot of people who said, "Oh, you're the guy from."
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, good. Any publicity is good publicity.
There you go, man.
And that was positive publicity, and a lot of like when I went to do like the Ric Flair roast, and a lot of the people I looked up in wrestling knew who I was. Yeah. And it threw me off a little bit, but it was from that Vice, you know, documentary and shit. Yeah, it was cool. So, you know.
Like all these legends are like, "Oh, you're Nick Gage." You're like, wait a second, what?
Yeah, pretty much. You know how you know my name, but you know I had Steve Regal, you know, Jeff Hardy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Had them all throwing up the MBK sign.
That's sick, dude.
Eric Bischoff. Man.
Wow.
Just man, and it was cool, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if we were back in the ECW, it would be you and the Second Gear crew as like a faction, you know, with
great.
like
I love them guys.
Yeah, man. Who would be your manager back in the day? Would it be Beulah? Would it be Francine? Sinister Minister?
Sinister Minister. Bill Alfonso? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Bill
man.
Alfonso.
Yeah, man.
I think so.
Manager of Champions.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Plus, he came out with Justice before.
Yep.
At AIW.
Yep. Right on, man. My last question for you, dude.
Sure, shoot it.
Pick a scar on your body. It doesn't have to be wrestling related, but obviously you have a lot of wrestling related scars. Show us if you can, and tell us the story of how you got the scar.
Wow, we can do the obvious one. I'm not sure what one it's on, but I think it's this one. That's the one I died on. Is that it?
Yeah.
So I hit the light tubes, it sliced me and punctured my main artery and put a hole in it, and I bled out to death. But they got me on the helicopter and put blood in me and whatever. It got me back to life. Now, if it would have hit the second artery and punctured that, I would have bled to death. But, you know, thank God for them good doctors in Delaware. And I literally got out of the hospital 3 days later. I got my tubes. I had a tube running out of there to catch, like, blood running out of there. Yeah. Got that out Thursday, and I wrestled Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's probably the main scar. You know, I got a piece of glass stuck in here for about 20 years. Damn. And it was me and Nate Hatred's 200 light tube death match. So it's kind of a reminder of Nate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So that's another one.
Yeah.
I got a little glass right here, if you can see it moving.
Oh, damn, dude. I do see that moving. That's wild.
That's probably 15 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, that was, I forget what match that was. I forget when I got, one of them crazy ones.
Dude, Nick Gage, thank you so much, man.
Anytime, bro.
We'll see you back here November 17th when
NDK all
GCW
fucking day, man.
invades Washington Hall. We got GCW and Defy November 17th and 18th. I'm Kevin Diers. This is the Defyant Ones with Nick Gage. Hell yeah.